What's up, everybody? This is your boy Michael Lenz, aka Big Moki, coming at you in the studios of the Big Moki Show. Hey, look, right now I'm going live on Instagram. So everybody who's listening on Instagram or watching, make sure you send that comments and likes and stuff like that. Everybody who's liked and shared and subscribed to the Big Moki Show on YouTube, thank you very much for your support. And I believe I only need 2 more subscribers for my short-term goal. My short-term goal is to hit 50 on YouTube so I can go live on YouTube and record the Big Moki Show. Ladies and gentlemen, it's been a hell of a week. A hell of a past 2 weeks for hip-hop. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, as of the rest of the world, I'm going to be a little bit speaking about Kendrick Lamar and that boy Drake. Pretty much Kendrick Lamar, because if you watch videos and you listen to people, nobody's really touching on Drake and what Drake says. I mean, he's a great producer, artist, songwriter, great, awesome guy, but, you got to admit, Kendrick Lamar really just, I give you an example. Just before I started this podcast, I ran into a TikTok video and I shared it on my Instagram story. And it was a guy that was making a plaque or a shirt, let's say. He was doing both, but he spelled out the name Drake. And then he put under each letter, it stands for don't rap against Kendrick ever. And I thought that was pretty clever and pretty funny. So yes, Drake, just stop. Don't try to come back with something. Just stop. If you want to save your career, just stop. Because that boy Kendrick Lamar, man, I tell you what, on his song, Not Like Us, I wrote a little bit of notes. That boy said, certified boogeyman, I'm the one who upped the score with them. Ladies and gentlemen, that song is in A minor. Now that's a double entendre metaphor, up the score. If you're a musician like myself, most musicians know you read music from pages called a score. And people seen music before how it's written out. It's, you got your notes between the lines, the space spells face, so that's FACE. So it's like, pretty much how you read music, and that's a score. So, if you listen to Meet the Grams and Not Like Us, Kendrick Lamar literally upped, because Meet the Grams came out first, which he talked about Drake's son, and Drake shouldn't even came out with Family Matters after that, because Kendrick Lamar came out with Not Like Us. So it's like I've been telling people, Kendrick has been killing it. He's been handing it to Drake, lyrically and musically. Like, this is historic for hip hop. And this is what hip hop has needed for a long time. Two people to battle. Not to get violent or revisit what happened with the East versus West thing, we don't need none of that. Just some friendly battling, because hip hop was born on rap battles. And so I ain't got no hits yet on Instagram, but who knows? Maybe, just maybe, Drake and Kendrick had a meeting in an office. And maybe they were like, we should get ourselves back up. What do you think about a rap battle? Oh yeah, that sounds great. A rap battle sounds really good. And we don't know. We don't know. They could have said in the meeting, well, who's going to start it off? And Kendrick was like, I'll start it off. And maybe one of their publicitors and or their writers, made it, known throughout the media circuit. And because, like, think about it. People always say, how did this battle get started? Well, you know what? How do we know the origins of how this rap battle actually got started? Did it really come from a line of what Kendrick said? This is not a big three, it's just big me. What if those two and their team of people met in an office? Can you imagine that? What if they literally met in an office and we falling for it because it's just entertainment? And it goes to show you, in this world, we love the drama. We love it. We live for it. Like, for real, like, when a pay-per-view comes out for MMA, man, everybody's excited. Why? Because they're going to go watch somebody kick somebody else's ass. And that's just the nature of the beast. And the same thing with music, with rap. That's what the rap battles. So I'm not saying that they did, but what if they actually met up in an office, had a meeting with their team of people, and they were like, hey, let's start a rap battle. Let's get things going. Let's get people talking. And then people are going to buy our music. And then people are going to look us up. And then people are going to search for us on YouTube. They could be searching up Mike Lenz, a.k.a. Big Moki, on the Big Moki Show. And make sure you like and subscribe, baby. No, but really, what if they really sat in an office? Oh, yes, I think we're going to really need a rap battle. I believe we're going to rap battle. Drake is like, yeah, man, I think, OVO, the OVO team's here. What do you want to talk about? Yeah, I believe that it's in God's plan that we should rap battle. And then Kendrick Lamar is like, yeah, we should really rap battle because, it'll get our numbers up and all that stuff. But I digress. I'm just saying, wouldn't it be funny if they sat in a room and they had a meeting about it? The world will never know. It's almost like, how many licks does it take to get in the center of a Tootsie Pop? That's metaphoric. That's metaphoric for, like, open your minds, open your eyes. That's where the phrase, be woke, get woke, But, once again, I digress. Because if they did or not, which probably they didn't, I'm just trying to entertain your minds. Kendrick did it, man. Kendrick did it. And I'm a fan of both, but, right now, and always, I will always forever pick Kendrick over Drake. Just because he's a real lyricist, a poet. The hardest diss that Drake had with Kendrick was talking about how he's always rapping like he's trying to save slaves and this and that or whatnot. But, and that wasn't even that, not at all. Now, if you listen to the whole song of Kendrick Lamar's Not Like Us, that dude, every single paragraph, he's dissing Drake. He's bringing facts upon facts upon facts upon facts. And, Lil Wayne actually talked about, how Drake went over and apologized to him for Drake hooking up with his lady while he was locked up. And I'm like, dude, you don't do that. You don't do that. Now we know the type of person that Drake is. Like, personally, like, don't trust him around your woman because he'll smash if they let him. And he's a rapper. He's a former actor, rapper, and, He put his surgically enhanced thing on the internet, so of course, any and every woman will jump at it if he offered, or he'll jump at any and every woman that offered, whatever. I saw a video where he touched down in Flagstaff, and it was mostly just women that were trying to, you know, get a video of him. But Kendrick Lamar told us, you know, Drake, you like him young. Is Drake a petty? We don't know. I don't personally know him. Do you personally know him? I don't know. What's his track record? The ladies he's been seen with, is it, are they his age or way younger? Now, I must say that he's been known to date some women a lot younger than him. You know what I'm saying? But it is what it is, man. The thing that I enjoy, like I said earlier, is that, this is what hip hop needs right now. Because, people are battling. Well, they're not battling, excuse me. People are just rapping. And it always seems to, how can I say this? Hip hop always goes in a circle. It started off, it was great. It was this big thing. And it turned into like people rap battling. And then it turned into fashion. That's great. All of that. Turntables, mixers, DJs, producers, and like really hardcore lyricists. I really wish I was a lyricist, man, because those dudes are like freaking genius with a pen and a paper. Especially the ones who can rap just off the top of their dome and they still remember it. That's crazy. But anyways, hip hop goes in a circle, and then it always seems like they get to a standstill. And when hip hop's in a standstill for a while, that's when 2 or 3 or 4 people will start battling. I mean, like there's been battles, there's been beef between other hip hop artists, and but the beef between Drake and Kendrick is so fire right now. It's like the hottest thing that people are talking about. It's because they're using their art form. And like I said earlier, people love bloodshed. And I'm talking about, for this, a metaphorical bloodshed, which I believe Kendrick just slammed that nail in that coffin, man. Because like I said, people are talking about what Kendrick said. They don't really talk about or go over any of the Drake disses, because the Drake disses are like legit weak. And they really are. You just got to admit that. But whatever those two are doing, I hope that they squash the beef. But right now, I'm pretty sure this beef is making them a lot of money right now, and that's probably what they're focused on. Because I would be, there's a lot of downloads and a lot of record sales. I'm sure I haven't checked, and that's something I will do. I want to see the amount of purchases and downloads just on these diss tracks. They're not even albums. These diss tracks probably are breaking all kinds of records, and they're not just breaking; they're shattering. They're breaking that glass ceiling. They've exceeded that brass ring. But I digress, man. Kendrick Lamar won. That's what I say about that. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to move on to a different subject. I'm going to tell you a little lesson about coupleship and parenthood. You know what I'm talking about, Oos? So, and I keep looking down because I'm looking to see if I get any comments or questions on Instagram. So, because I'm going live on Instagram right now, people are watching, but there's no questions. But I encourage you, hit them questions. You know, I'll answer them. I'm pausing because I'm answering your text. Yeah. So, parenthood and co-parenting, if you're with somebody, okay, let me say this. If you are married, separated, or divorced with your husband or with your wife or with your partner, when there are children involved, and even just in your relationship with each other, there is zero room, no room whatsoever for an in-law. I'll tell you why. And this is why. No matter how your partner may act in that relationship or marriage, if they may need counseling, if they have mental issues, if they're going through depression or whatnot, in-laws are up there as one of the number one sources to ruin a marriage, to ruin a relationship. I tell you why. Because a marriage is supposed to be a bond between a man and a woman, you know, together. And when they have children, they decide together. And both people have to realize that there's going to be, of course, sacrifice. There has to be, I lost it. Let's say, compromise and submit, and just working with each other. But when an in-law gets involved and they're in the ear of their daughter or their son, that's where things get complicated. And it's not just in-laws; it's really good friends, because a married couple or a couple that's in a really deep relationship always makes the mistake. They always make the mistake of running to their mom or their dad or a best friend. Those are people that are going to tell you what you want to hear. You know, and I only know this from experience because I'm speaking from experience. If it's something that I haven't experienced, I won't give any type of advice at all. I won't do that. But I tell you this: you never go to your mommy or your daddy or your best friend for to vent. You never do that. You don't do that, because, like I said, they're going to tell you what you want to hear, and it's going to affect your mind, which is going to affect the marriage. Now, another thing is that can affect your marriage and your relationship. This is another thing that will affect. When you think you're working things out between your partner, but you don't tell your partner, and in your mind, you're working things out, but your partner doesn't know that you are, that doesn't work. because you're just going to make yourself more frustrated because you're putting in this work to make this relationship or marriage work, but your partner don't know you're doing it. You can't just assume or believe your partner's going to do the same thing. If you feel like something is wrong and something needs to be added to your marriage or your relationship, or something needs to change, you need to sit down with your partner. You need to sit down with your partner, and you both got to come together in agreement. Because the battle of pride will come in, especially when you guys sit together. The battle of pride will come in, and when that happens, it's gonna become a game of who is the victim. Let me take a swig for the working man right quick, some water. Remember, our bodies are 75, 85% water. Make sure you drink some aqua, baby. And to keep it cold, make sure you have your Yeti with you. You got that Yeti cup? Keep sure. Drinks hot or cold for hours, baby. Yeti. It's the number one. Yeti. I got you. All right. So, yeah. So when there's kids involved, and this has happened to me, when there's children involved, the disciplinary has to come from the mom and the dad. Okay? The disciplinary should never come from the mother-in-law and father-in-law. Ever, on either side of the husband and wife's family. Their job is just to be grandma and grandpa. That's it. That's it. Because I'm pretty sure when they were raising you, they would feel the same way about their parents trying to be involved. You never, ever, ever let your in-laws or your spouse's parents become involved with decisions on the kid's life. The only reason why they should is if they're actually a legal guardian of that child. Like maybe the mother and daddy are not here anymore, God forbid. But other than that, no. And I say this because I speak from experience. I've never had a say. And all right, I got some more watchers. You got questions or comments? Leave a comment or leave a question and I will answer it. Okay? Right on. So I just got done talking about Kendrick and Drake, and now I'm talking about why in-laws should never be involved. Now, this is what it is. I've never had an important decision on my children's lives. Why? Because my ex said it's my way or no way. Like there was legit no compromise. And I had a text message the other day talking about you better call off because your child got in trouble at school. And I said, no way. That ain't gonna happen, okay? Because I've called off every time they're sick. And they got mad. They got upset. They apologized later on because they probably knew they were in the wrong. Okay? I'm looking at the Instagram waiting for some comments or questions that I can answer. But that's my advice. If you're married or if you are in a serious relationship and you guys have children involved, the in-laws never have a say with your children, unless they are the legal guardian, if the mommy and daddy are not around. You know, for me, I didn't even know my daughter was in T-ball until she came over with some cleats on. And I was like, why does she have on cleats? And then my son was like, oh, mommy and Baba signed her up for T-ball. I was like, mommy and Baba signed her up for T-ball. Okay. So, and that's something simple. But I'm just letting you guys know, never, ever, ever let your in-laws involved. All right? So, I digress. So, ladies and gentlemen, we spoke about Kendrick Lamar, Drake, and how they maybe went into a room and said, hey, we should plan a rap battle and to make money off of it. We don't know. Maybe they did. But we pretty sure, they probably didn't. Like I said, I just want to expand your mind and maybe entertain your mind. We talked about how in-laws should never be coming in between a marriage or making decisions in a marriage or a relationship. We also promoted Yeti. Bing! Ladies and gentlemen, we have a comment. It says Drake and Kendrick should have a sword fight. Drake probably... What type of sword fight are we talking about? There's a comment on Instagram that says Drake and Kendrick should have a sword fight. Drake probably would win. Is it because Drake is taller or Drake is surgically enhanced? Because everybody know he done got a nose job. Oh no. Oh no. That for sure is surgically enhanced. Ladies and gentlemen, the comment on the Instagram said eggplant. Everybody knows. Everybody's seen that video of Drake, on his bus or airplane or whatever it is. I've never searched for it, but it was him or whatever. And I think he did it, for attention, to get his name out there. And I believe Kendrick hit on that when he said, got your nose redone, So, the person who's commenting, do you have any questions for me that I can talk about on this show? Because your boy is here for you. You know what I'm saying, Oos? Hey, speaking of Oos, your boy Jay Uso is in the second round of the King in the Ring tournament. But not really much happened in the WWE so far. Just the King of the Ring tournament. So it really ain't much to talk about. Oh, he lost to Damian Priest on the pay-per-view. But last night he won a round for King of the Ring that's going to happen. Yes, that was something else. Ladies and gentlemen, I have a movie review, and it's from an old movie that you should go watch. It's a movie called A Few Good Men. A Few Good Men. Can you handle the truth? Can you handle that truth? On Tubi, which is a new app that shows old ass movies, they have a few commercials here and there, but it's cool. Go watch A Few Good Men. Get yourself in that drama a little bit. You know what I'm saying, Oos? And ladies and gentlemen, I have a comment just because I mentioned Tubi on Instagram Live, which the Big Moki Show is going live on Instagram. They said Tubi is for old ass people. Tubi is for people that don't really have any other apps to watch. Nah? Yeah. That was the weakest Denzel impression I've ever tried to do, ever. So, I was thinking about hitting the gym, but I don't know what to do. Yesterday was chest day. You know, I did a little bit of bench, incline bench. I was on the treadmill for about 2 miles. And then I'll walk with my lovely friend at work. That's like 0.74, 0.75 miles. But you know, I'm trying to decide what I should do tonight if I go tonight. Because sometimes if I wait late, I just go to bed. You know what I'm saying? Or sometimes I just want to just make this podcast. But I'm trying to get it to where instead of recording every Wednesdays and posting every Wednesdays, I'm trying to record at least 2 to 3 times out of the week. All right? Now, this morning as I got up, okay, I hardly ever do this. My first alarm went off at 4 a.m. A lot of times I'm up before that first alarm. But this particular morning, I was not up with that first alarm. My comment on Instagram said I made a show about gum underwear. You know, you should really let me in on your show so I can listen in. And then my guest or my comment says, because I'm pulling back up front, back in front. Gum underwear? Oh, gym underwear. I was going to say gum underwear? You freak. My questions for everyone was, what's comfortable? You know, what's the name of your podcast, first of all? Because I want to listen in. I really want to know the name of your podcast. And I'm pretty sure because you're a woman and you're already pretty popular, that you've already got a lot of followers on YouTube. If you do YouTube, do you have a YouTube show for your podcast? I mean, I'm not jealous, but we both know why you started your podcast. So far, it's boxers and thongs, which are both not easy to wear. This is what the comment said on Instagram. Ladies and gentlemen, what do you prefer? Okay, what do you prefer when you wear to the gym? Us men, we ain't gotta worry about that. Us men, we put on some what do you got? Like some tights, Under Armour stuff, and just put on our shorts and we out to the gym. You know what I'm saying, Oos? No boxers, no regular underwear. We put on some tights and we go. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, man, I slept past my alarm. I went to sleep. You men just stick to your legs. My legs are actually pretty built. I love my legs. Hey, Oos, why don't you tell your friends to dial on in and come on in to the podcast and ask some questions, huh? So I slept past my alarm at 4. Then I slept past my second alarm at 5. And I'm like, and people that know me, I like to go to work early because there is some time where it's just me. I can get a lot of stuff done, and I could just cruise fraba at work. I'm waiting for an actual question. In the meantime, I'm going to talk about this. So I slept past my alarm. And next thing you know, You ever get up and like you're in a rush, you get up so fast and you get so dizzy. And it's like, oh man, and you hurry up and jump in the shower, but then you slow down. This is why. I'll tell you why. Your shower feels amazing. And it's always the time. It's always the times when you're running late is when your shower is feeling delightful. When you're on time, your shower is just feeling like a shower. You know, you scrub a dub or whatever. But when you're running late, that's when that shower is feeling great. When you're running late, your shower feels great, huh? Come on, Oos. Yeet. Hey. Right now, to my only watcher, do you have a question? No questions so far. So, on my YouTube, ladies and gentlemen, my goal, my short-term goal is to hit 50 subscribers. Right now, I just need 2 more. 2. And I'll be going live on Instagram, you know what I'm saying? Also, ladies and gentlemen, go listen to Orville Peck featuring Willie Nelson. It's a song called Cowboys Are Frequently Secretly Fond of Each Other. Go listen to that song. It's pretty cool. It's pretty funny. But yeah, man, that's what I wanted to jump on here and talk about. A little bit of relationship advice. Remember, no in-laws. They always mess it up. For sure. We talked about the Drake and Kendrick Lamar, my co-host right now, which I knew she was gonna get off. Because I spoke about Willie Nelson. She's off the live feed. Yeah, Ooze. Remember, no in-laws. And if you get up past your alarm, take a cold shower, not a shower that feels great. Ladies and gentlemen, please remember to share this video, like this video, and especially subscribe to this video, which would be very lovely. And I just want to say thank you guys for tuning in and listening to the Big Moki Show. I appreciate you guys. Maybe we might see you tomorrow. Who knows? It's a goal. It's a goal. Hey, this your boy Mike Lands, a.k.a. Big Moki. I'm signing out. I'm going to edit this, go to the gym, do a little workout. Love, live life. Deuces. Ooses.